So do you know the first day that you got your account funded?
We're pushing 4 months.
Okay, so that's about 13.5%.
So, the questions that I really have, just I'm an analytical type of person, so I'm trying to make sense of everything. Very happy with everything. I'm just trying to understand how they picked the strategies that they suggested. How did they pick those? And what other strategies are out there, if there are any? If I know he said these were more conservative. If I wanted to be a little more aggressive, how can I figure out or see what else may be out there? If I'm looking to add, like I'm looking to probably add another 50,000, but I wanted to know about different, how do we pick different strategies? I just, followed the advice that was given to me.
Sure. So which strategies are you in now? Which
So
accounts?
this is EU Elite number 8 and Omega AI.
Okay. So you have those two. Okay.
Yes,
So
I have 50,000 in one and 50 in another.
and when did you actually start?
Probably about 3 months ago, maybe.
Okay, 3 months ago. And so you put in exactly 100K.
Yes.
Okay. And what is your balance, or what is in total in the green parts in the profit and the realized profit space?
Sure. Realized profit for one is 6,700 and some change, and the other one is 3,800 and some change.
Okay. So just a little over 10,000. So that would be like
Yeah.
10, it would be 10.5. Okay. So all right. So in that kind of a little bit over, well, let's do it. Let's keep it separate for now, because it'll give us a better indication of percentages. Have you already calculated the percentages on your end, or?
No, I haven't done it yet. No.
Okay. So do you know the first day that you got your account funded?
We're pushing 4 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be around that 4 months then. Okay, so then let me see. Okay, so that's about 13.5%. Okay, so net kind of around like 3.4 or so percent.
Okay.
And then it would be a little bit over 2% in net when it came to Omega. Okay, so with that, then what we're looking at for you is another option. There's two others. One is called Alpha and one is called Gamma. Did you connect was that kind of a part of what you were talking about with Julio, or no?
No, no, no. I hadn't started talking to him about that.
Okay, got it. So yeah, he'll be able to help you with those. But so those are more aggressive. They are more they have their strategy involves what's called a martingale strategy, to where it increases the upside, but it also can increase the downside as well. So it's just more risk. We always like to see our clients only put 20% of their total like capital in there. Of course, you decide how you want to, run your account, but that's kind of what we like to see. And right now they're at about 8% for the month. That's probably where they'll close, around 8%
Okay.
for the month. But just so you know as well, it's kind of interesting now, and you just correct me, or let me know this. You started with $50,000 in EU Elite.
Correct.
No withdrawals.
Nope.
Okay. Because in the month of May, we did like 9%.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to figure out how we got to 13.5%, because it's like we did 9. And then for June, it was around like 4.5%. And then July is around 4%. And then this month it's about 4.5%. So I'm trying to figure out how you're at 13.5 when overall it should be closer to like 20%.
Okay.
So I'll have to. The thing is, so we do have multiple different PAM accounts. So that's why, like, you can see EU Elite 8, right? There is
This is number 3, Pam number 3,
for EU or for
Omega.
Okay, so specifically for EU. So your EU number 8, right?
Yes.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's also a 9 and a 10, right? So some of them will perform a little bit differently. There's a bit of a gap there, and what, but either way, I think that when we do have you and Julio connect to kind of realign or reallocate some capital, I'm gonna tell him to make sure that you're being reallocated, even in EU. We'll try to move you into 1 or 2, as opposed to 8, which may be slightly under delivering at this point.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll make a note of that really quick here.
Okay. And again, I'm looking to add, like I don't plan to touch these I don't have plans to touch these at all.
Sure.
So I'm looking to add another 50 probably before we go to Arizona.
Excellent. So tell me, Glenesa, a little bit about yourself. What is your professional background?
I'm a business owner. I've owned several childcare centers over the last 20 years. I am slowly transitioning out of that. I work from home though, so I have people to run them. So the work that I do from the business side is I can do from anywhere. But I'm slowly trying to transition out of that over the next 2 to 3 years and looking for other forms of income. I'm just tired right now, looking to retire out of that. I also have an Airbnb property that I just acquired not quite a year ago. So that was a new construction. So I was trying to get in that and refinance that with all this interest rate stuff, waiting to refinance that, and possibly looking to get another property for short-term rental.
Nice. Love that. And so you have some passive, or do you consider your Airbnb property income, you consider that to be passive?
Yes, definitely.
Nice. Okay. So you've got some passive income coming in there, and then you're not really the operator of your, did you say childcare centers?
Yeah, I'm the owner. I'm not the operator though. I
Okay.
have directors and managers that I pay that operate it for me.
Okay. So would you consider that kind of a little bit passive as well, or
No, that's not passive.
passive? Okay.
No,
Understood. Okay. So
I'm working 30 to 40 hours a week on that.
okay. So not passive, not at all. All right. And so right now, the only thing other than ATN that you have that's coming in passively is your property. Got it. So have you tried anything else in the past? Did you try any other automation?
I did. I purchased Amazon store. That was probably about almost 3 years ago. Started out pretty okay. That was all passive. Then that kind of went straight to hell. Now I'm looking to transition that store into a Walmart store, which seems to be a little bit better than Amazon, and trying to see how that is. So it's not full-fledged yet, but I'm literally in the transition process now from this Amazon store to this Walmart store.
Yeah. So maybe you are familiar, but I did Amazon as well. Lost 6 figures there. That was not fun. Took a lot longer to scale or to like get the account up and going. Then there's a whole lot of competition, and then there's supply issues that some manufacturers don't actually like. You want $30,000 worth of widgets, and they only have $5,000 available, right? So
Right.
you can't actually scale as fast as I would have liked. So I did also transition into Walmart. That was about 2.5 years ago. I transitioned into Walmart. At that time,
Oh, wow.
they allowed for drop shipping for 4 months. And it was like, if that would have been the case, maybe I wouldn't have even found or exploited the trading aspect in the way that I have now, because that was producing like pretty much like $15,000+ like out of thin air. Like it was all credit, you put
Oh, great.
50,000 on a credit card, then come back and it'd be $65,000 or whatever the difference would be. And so that was working well. And then they shut the account down and they changed their terms and conditions, no longer allow for drop shipping. And it was like, oh, this is the worst. and they held my money for 4 months, $90,000 for 4 months.
Mm.
So I had to switch over to WFS, which is the Walmart version of FBA. So instead of fulfillment by Amazon, it's Walmart Fulfillment Services. And so that's the wholesale option that they have. And now it's operating. And now I've scaled it back up to the point where, I have 2 stores and they're kind of producing around $8,000 or $10,000 together in profit. So it's going relatively well, but it's a lot more buy in bulk and, but it's fine, So I would say that the biggest difference between Amazon and Walmart right now is the competition is lower on Walmart. And so the opportunity, you have a lot more opportunity to get in and kind of have a footing there.
Okay.
It is difficult to acquire a Walmart store because it's not the same as Amazon, where Amazon you literally just apply and you essentially get it. Whereas
I
Walmart,
hear you got to get approved.
yeah, it's a bit more of a process. So when you get it, and at a point 2 years ago, there was like no approvals for Walmart stores because everybody was getting suspended and everybody was trying to get in because the getting was good at that time. And they were like auto denying everybody. So now I think it's a little bit better, and so it's you should be able to get one if you haven't gotten one already. But
Okay.
it's a different experience. Walmart is a little bit easier.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So I'm literally in the process of doing that right now.
Nice. So how did you actually hear about us? Was there like an ad or a video that stuck out? How did that work?
It was an ad. Obviously I'm the type looking for passive income. I'm older, so that the ad definitely attracted me, the passive income portion of it, the testimonials that you had from some of the clients. That is really kind of what attracted me. And then obviously when I had a chance to meet with you and talk with you, that was an experience that was not normal, and was different. So that's how I hooked up.
And how did you feel like, so you saw the ads, you saw the testimonials, you were like, oh, this is something that I could be, I could see myself doing. Then you had your demonstration call and, then you met me and that was good. But how did you actually feel just before, executing it?
It
Right.
I always, always go in very positive. You know what I mean? So everything has been affirmed, thus far. But initially, before meeting you, before I felt really good about it. It sounded very plausible, made sense to me. It didn't sound like crazy off the wall. So I was excited, definitely. I was ready to go.
You know
So
what, Glenesa, it's funny because 90% of people they were skeptical, they were nervous. You never know. I'm not really sure. I had to really like kind of force myself over the hump a little bit. So like
no, I wasn't there. No.
no one necessarily says force themselves over the hump, but they do
Right.
say I was a little skeptical, I was a little nervous. Right? It's very rare that we get like I was excited. I was ready to go. I felt good about it. I was positive going in. So that's amazing. I love to hear that.
I guess I haven't been burnt enough. I think, I mean, going into Amazon, I was excited. I was really excited, even though it really didn't work out. I've not lost 6 figures,
Yeah.
but I've lost a chunk of money. And I'm hoping I've gotten out before then. But I was excited with that. I'm excited to switch over to the Walmart store. I'm excited.
Love it.
So
Yeah.
same thing.
Well, that's great. Glass half full, and
Yeah.
you're seeing some passive income from us, and that's exciting. So, how was the setup? Did you get set up with David? Was it Julio? Who helped you?
Because I definitely spoke with Julio a lot. I've talked with him a lot.
Okay.
I believe it was Julio. Yeah, definitely. It was Julio.
Okay. Nice. And how was that setup process?
Oh, it was smooth. It was very smooth. The only thing, like I said, I'm a analytical person. So I was just trying to figure out what he was telling me to do, like but I just, literally just trusted what he had for me and did that. But it was, yeah, I'm looking through everything. It was Julio.
Nice. Okay, excellent. And then how about ongoing communication? How has that been? Slack, Telegram, how has the communication been after you got set?
I think it's more on my end than on you guys' end. Because if I'm not on the computer, I'm not seeing the messages, right? And some days I'm not on the computer. So if something is sent out, I may not see it for till the next day. Telegram was fine. I think maybe it was Julio. They showed me how to download it on my phone so I can get the notifications on my phone, not just on my computer. So that helped with that, because I don't want to seem like I'm not responding if it's something being posted, something being put out there. So he was very helpful with that as well. So yeah, everything's been pretty good. This is new. I've never used this Slack before. So this is new, but it seems to be pretty self-explanatory.
Excellent. That's what we want. And if so, just let us know as well for communication, is if it's easier for iMessage, easier for WhatsApp, or email is better for you. We want to make sure that you're getting all the things that we're sending out.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what we got right now, and I think it's pretty good.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
And so on your end, I mean, we do pride ourselves on the response times and making sure that everybody is getting, questions addressed or needs met. That's one thing that we really care about a
I
lot.
appreciate that. Yeah.
100%. And so for you, in your eyes, what do you feel like makes ATN different? Maybe compared to the Amazon option that you did before, or other things that you maybe tried in the past.
Well, first and foremost, I'm talking to you. Okay. That's not normal. Okay. To talk to the person that's in charge, the person at the top, that's not normal. Um, Second of all, the response time is really good. The communication is great. Then, when they put out about having this event in Arizona, that was really like, whoa, like that's different. That was really different. So to me, it was like trying to bring everyone together, because people are from all over. I don't know where, maybe different countries. I have no idea. Obviously within the United States, but I like the fact that you guys had an event that was trying to bring people together. And that way people are not just in their own cocoon, which means to me that you're okay with me talking to other clients and seeing how their experience, and you're okay with me telling them about my experience. To me, that raised a level of confidence for me.
100%. And so for you, how passive has everything been after the onboarding phase? Since May, how much work have you actually had to put in order to generate $14,000?
Zero. I mean, literally nothing other than me logging in and checking my account. I mean,
Yeah,
that's all I've been doing. That's the only thing I've been doing.
that's amazing. And so for you, it's been, a few months, and some people are a little bit more comfortable to talk about it earlier. Some people it takes a lot longer, but given if we're, able to maintain, if not even do better than the results that we've had, how likely are you to actually recommend us to friends and family?
I'm very likely to recommend. The problem is, having people or knowing people that would have the money to be able to do it, because, it can't be money that you're depending on, day in and day out. You understand? So, but other than that, no, I'm likely to recommend people. I'm wanting to do more. This is really not enough for me, and I'm just getting my feet wet. Like I'm literally riding a wave. So as time goes on, I'm anticipating putting more in and more in. That's my plan.
Yeah.
But I just want to know, how things are going. But my plan is to ultimately keep going with this.
100%. I'm excited for you, and I know that this is something that is going to help you to be able to travel more freely and scale
Yes.
back on your, your reliance or your, need to be focused on the childcare, facility as well. So I know how much this means to you and the other
Yeah.
400 plus clients. So I'm excited for it to continue, for it to, be exactly what you've been looking for. And, we're excited to have you and for the future with you as well.
Well, I appreciate you. And
I appreciate you jumping on and giving your feedback. And then, again, I think you and Julio will be connecting sometime after this call to get you reallocated into some other things, and
okay.
take everything from there.
Well, thank you, Aaron. Thanks for taking time out your schedule to speak with me today. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
100%. I appreciate you as well. All right. I'll look forward to seeing you.
Have a great weekend. Take care.
So every 30 days, I talk one-on-one with my clients, and that was their experience. If you want to learn more on how we help our clients earn 60% or more per year, then click the link in the description below.